The latest Batman stuff?
Yeah.
Him and Catwoman?
Yeah.
It gets a little saucy.
This does it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Gotta start reading it.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? You've reached Comically Gaming, episode 36. Real quick, let's go through all the junk. Visit our website, gamescomicsandculture.wordpress.com. Trying to get more and more stuff up on there. All our videos posted there. Email us questions, concerns, comments. gamescomicsandculture.gmail.com. Support us on Patreon, patreon.com/GCANDC. Our Twitter. Yeah, there we go. There's today's show. Our Twitter is at GCANDC. Mine's at Darth Nader, DARTH_N8R. Corey?
At CJ Closter, KLOSTER.
You got Twitter, Dirk?
Dude, yeah, I do. I have no idea what my Twitter
all right, we'll get back
address is. I completely forgot.
The Facebook group, that's where everybody's at. Twitch, twitch.tv/Darth_N8R_76. Corey's is the_Stallion_87. And then, like and subscribe to the video.
Oh, got it. I'm sorry.
That. Yeah.
I'm at Mosquatch. So basically, instead of Sasquatch, MOSS Quatch.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys may notice we got another window here. I think he's down underneath both me and Corey. Welcome, Dirk. Welcome to the show. It's gonna be the first of what we're gonna do. A little bit of like community spotlights. Our people that have been fans or supporters of the show definitely want to get them on the show. So we got a segment devoted to Dirk, and then he's gonna hang out for the whole show and just kind of.
Nola.
Yeah. Feel free to throw in any comments you want throughout the entire thing, Dirk. We're totally down.
Eventually, you'll have every section or quadrant of the U.S. Hopefully,
I think so. Yeah, we're worldwide.
This is really just the beginning, you know.
When we look at the views, we get them all over.
This is going to be vintage material right here.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Sure.
So, just wanted to say, last week we had our subscriber drive for 100. I think when we did last week's show, we had 127 subs. We're at 159 now. So thanks again, everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, thanks for subscribing. I think the next goal, we're out of the hundreds. The next goal is 1,000.
Yeah.
By our 1,000th episode.
Get it, man. We'll get it.
We can maybe
I'm already
celebrate
trying to talk
500.
people on here. So.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm thinking about, we have Crescent City Comics. They've got 2 locations. If we could get some flyers or something, man, I can drop them off.
Yeah, if they throw a flyer in the window, that'd be sweet. Yeah, we definitely working on similar things here in Colorado for sure. So yeah, that'd be awesome. So just briefly, we'll go round robin. What's the Dirk? We always start this off by talking about what we did the previous week. So Corey, what was your week?
Kick it off, Corey.
Actually, pretty eventful. I've tried to step it up this week.
Nice.
I know I've been slacking, so much I had to write it down so I'd remember. I played the second playoff game in NBA.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Getting a league together. Should we? Anybody watching the show?
It'll be too late.
Too late. Oh yeah.
Too late.
Well, starting the league tonight.
Yep.
Doing a league. Beat. I think last week I already said I beat Pokemon, right? But
believe so.
I got. It's kind of spoilery.
Which
I got
system?
on 3DS the Pokemon Sun, but I got further into it. I got to the Pokemon Judge, so I can actually breed now. And I beat a main character that's kind of spoilery, so I probably can't talk about that. But I just finished all of Batman.
Oh, you did?
Telltale. Yeah.
All right, next
Just
week.
Finished episode 5.
That's spoiler discussion next week then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finish that up.
Did you like it? Just yes, no, thumbs up, thumbs down?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
Not my favorite Telltale game, but I liked it.
Yeah.
It's good.
I want to play that Wolf Among Us.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that one's sweet.
I haven't played that yet, but I read that Fables series, so.
Yeah, that's. I didn't read Fables, but I played the Wolf Among Us. It was sweet. Been trying to catch up on Star Wars, reading the comic. I got to the first crossover, Darth Vader crossover.
Yeah.
Like 13 issues in now.
God,
pretty disappointed that I was really hoping they weren't going to have crossovers because, but I guess I should have figured they would. So, oh, nice.
Courtesy of another
college
friend, Mark.
Oh yeah, Fables. Got it. I'm sorry, it shifted right when you put it up. So.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
Played some Smash on the 3DS. I get my ass kicked, but I got through one of the classic modes. Beat
Should
that
I get
weird
a 3DS?
hand thing.
Yeah, 3DS. Yeah.
Should I get one?
Yeah,
I don't
get a
know.
2DS. That's what I got. It's 80. I got the 2DS that comes with Mario Kart pre-installed for $80, and you can play all the 3DS games on it. So
right.
We do rock Mario Kart and Smash Bros. Online against each other. So yeah,
nice.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
I think it's worth $80.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So kind of getting the hang of Smash. I was still not really enjoying it. It's the first Smash game I've owned. It's different from any fighting game I've ever played. I'm not good at it yet.
I'll let you know. Just do that story mode just go through the characters, and you'll find that some of them are just your style better than others. You know what I mean? And then you'll start to learn the controls. You'll start to learn the story, and you'll start unlocking other people and stuff. And it goes from being weird to being super addictive.
Yeah. That's what everybody says. Everybody says how much they love it. So.
It doesn't take a lot to get me addicted.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stick with it. Played some more Until Dawn. Got to kind of the big twist.
You got to the twist. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then I watched AJIN. I watched 5 episodes of
Fucking
AJIN.
right.
So
Nice.
I'm really liking that.
That'll be segment 4 this week, because we're gonna spoil the first episode and kind of talk about it in general. So yeah.
Yeah, I know I watch a little more anime than you. It's a big difference from the last one I watched was Kaijo, and it's big jump from Kaijo to AJIN, really different.
Yeah.
So
I just finished season 2. So.
Yeah, it's awesome so far.
Yeah. So
that was me. That was my week.
And then last night, right?
Oh, last night, yeah, played some Injustice.
Got smoked in dirt over and over again.
Yeah, and Injustice.
Yeah.
And then played some Survival Division.
I don't know if we'll ever beat that.
Yeah, that shit's tough.
Yeah, it's hard.
And we did that incursion. That was even harder.
Yeah, that's stupid. You need 4 people. We were just doing that just to see it.
Yeah.
So, Dirk, how's your week?
I had a pretty good week, man. I finally started Phantom Pain.
Oh.
I had not played it up until this point.
Is that first half an hour insane or what?
It's insane. The pace is so crazy.
Yeah,
to start off.
Yeah.
I was just like, holy shit! Like, I started playing. I think at 12:30 or something at night, and I was just like, wow. I mean, it was nuts. Just off the chain in terms of pacing. It just
we won't we won't spoil it here, but super duper violent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Way like a Tarantino movie or something. And then I love the Bowie soundtrack stuff. And then just
the whole thing was. I mean, like I said, I didn't play for very long, but just that intro, I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's insane.
Why didn't I start this earlier?
Right. I need to pick it up again.
The other big thing is my wife and I are crazy about Hot Shots, like addicted, really badly.
Really? We're talking about getting that.
Yeah, we played the World Invitational that's on PS Now.
Oh, sure.
We had gotten to the silver level, and we were about to play max to get into the gold level, and I don't know what happened, but we erased everything.
Oh, no.
So, I don't know how it happened. I don't know if we just pressed that.
Whoa, are you okay?
Yeah.
Dirk down.
Sorry about that. Crazy cameras. All right. Yeah, so I think we accidentally pressed new game or something.
Sure.
And we had to start right at the beginning, but we don't mind. I mean, we try to get it's a collaborative thing. We basically play together against an opponent or against the course.
Just unlock all the stuff in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Just to unlock everything. We don't play against them. So,
sure. Well, I can guarantee you.
Once that game comes out, to get like a solid on that new PS4.
Yeah, when the PS4 comes out, we for sure.
You sound muffled now.
That me?
Sound a little muffled to me now.
Yeah, compared to earlier.
Good. No.
It still is not as good as it was.
What's that?
It seems better.
Feel better?
Yeah, it seems better. Yeah.
All right.
We 100% will start Hotshot stuff online when the PS4 version comes out. For sure.
Y'all know when is that coming out?
I don't think they have a hard date on it yet.
I thought it was June, but yeah, I'm not sure. That occupies most of our afternoon time outside of Jeopardy and
nice
and cooking. Is Hot Shot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hot Shots every day. So
totally.
Yeah, we're huge Tiger fans, and Tiger's failing us lately, or EA. So we're ready for a different golf game.
Tiger. And I'm reading a shitload of comic books. I can't.
We saw your list is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm blowing through this much stuff, but
I did that for a long time. That's a lot of work. You're reading almost the whole MCU there. So.
Yeah, it's
or
I mean,
Marvel,
there's some stuff I leave out. Yeah, but I just finished Civil War 2. I read the entire thing, and there's a lot of good stuff.
Nice.
Yeah,
we'll
I
dig
need to
into
get back
in your
into it.
segment too.
Yeah.
Into individual ones. Okay. Well, awesome. Yeah. So my week, I beat Until Dawn. So I'm looking forward to Corey, you doing that. Dirk, you into horror movies at all?
Yes, I love horror movies.
You should play Until Dawn if you ever see it on sale or something
Horizon
like that.
Zero?
Horizon Zero, not Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a game called Until Dawn. Came out 3 years ago, and it's basically like an '80s slasher flick. It's 8 kids, cabin in the woods.
What
kind of Telltale style.
Yeah.
What console is that?
PS4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely. It started out like the first hour. I was like, man, I don't know if I'm into this because the kids are so cheesy. But once the horror story gets moving, it's great.
Yeah.
Like it's really good by the end of it. And you the decisions you make. Like I went in and looked at the trophy list. So there's there's an ending where everybody lives, and of the 8 people, 2 lived at the end of my story.
Wow.
So
really?
the things that you do have a direct impact on who survives.
What's the setup? Is it like that Friday the 13th game where it's going to be like 7 versus 1, or
no? It's you versus the computer, and it just each chapter you take control of a different kid basically, and kind of go through their story of the night.
Yeah, it's like a Telltale game where it's not. You're making decisions and there's cutscenes, and it's a little more interactive than a regular Telltale game, but same kind of thing.
Oh, it's a Telltale game. All right, sweet.
When did
that come out?
Telltale, but
it's like
similar.
Oh, it's not?
It's the same type of game though. It's a story more than So yeah, Until Dawn. So then,
Alexa, stop.
As far as TV goes, I finished Westworld. Either you finish watch?
I'm about 5 episodes in.
Okay,
I think that's about where I'm at.
So I won't go spoilery with it, but I'm not as excited as the rest of the world. I liked it, but didn't think it was great.
I think it's really, really good. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's like a capital G.
Yeah, and I was kind of hoping that obviously the story's very convoluted, and I was hoping that it was going to come together in a way that would blow my mind at the end of it. Yeah. Like I kind of felt like I was suffering through some of the episodes just to get to whatever the story was, and again, it was okay, but not fantastic either. So
I thought Jessica Jones was better.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Jessica Jones is awesome.
Yep. Can't disagree with that. So yeah, then I got the same as you, Corey. I got Mario Kart 7, Smash Bros. 3DS. I played Smash on the Wii U, and again, I went from that was the first Smash that I got into. I'd never really been into one in the past because they're so weird. And being a Wii U Smash fan now, I love the 3DS one. I'm shocked at how good it is for that system.
Man, y'all are making me want to get one.
Yeah, that they were able to pull off what they were for the 3DS is pretty crazy. Yeah, some more. I got Division and Justice Dirt, what you talked about there, Corey, and then Pokemon Moon, Pokemon Go. I actually put some batteries in my Pokemon Go Plus and turned it back on for the first time in a month. So nothing's changed. It's still exactly the same, but yeah, I'm still gonna. I still have confidence that at some point they're gonna put out some big, huge update that's gonna have 100 more Pokemon and people are gonna get reinvested in it. And I want to be a high level ass kicker when that happens.
Nice.
Yep. So yeah, that was the week. Real quick. So me and Corey, the past few shows, we've been doing like some shout outs, some props to the YouTube community people that have kind of checked out our show and been interested in it and shouted us out on Twitter and all these other things. This week there was so many, and I was so busy that I just did not have a chance. If we go through all these like we have been, we'll be doing this for an hour.
Can I ask a question?
Sure. Oh yeah.
Did you have a lot of people that a lot of strangers talk to you, or like people that you have don't know? Or
so yes,
a lot of shout outs.
It's been from the community of people on YouTube who are doing similar stuff that we are.
Okay.
So I find them on Twitter and things like that.
Man.
Yeah,
awesome.
Right. Yeah. And then now when I look at my comments to my videos, to our videos, it's stuff that it is people that I don't know in real life at this point now. So yeah, it's getting
so
exciting.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm going to go through this whole list here. As always, I am going to put links to all these channels in the description of this video. So please go through there and click through and hit subscribe for these people. The hardworking people trying to do what me and Corey are doing here. So
blue collar.
I did want to put in a couple shout outs. I was real busy. I went snowboarding this week. I had sick family this week, so I've just been really busy and not have as much time as normal. But the two that I did want to spend special attention to, Pamela Vest Gaming. Pamela does some Let's Plays. Most recently, Tomb Raider, Mass Effect 2, Undertale. Got some entertaining videos for sure. Checked out more than a few of those.
Oh, nice.
And then the last one is a show called PNG, which is Punk Nostalgia Gamer. This guy's doing basically what we do. Most of these channels that I follow are people just doing Let's Plays and things like that with their PCs or PS4s. PNG does a talk show, in lots of different things, entertaining. And Punk Nostalgia, PNG, if you watch this, shout out. I'm all about some Punk Nostalgia. I may look like an old-ass man, but definitely down with rocking some Fugazi, some Dead Kennedys. I'm
on the other side of the fence. I'm a metal dude. So.
I started when I was 12, I had the mullet and listened to metal and stuff like that. But by the time when I got into late teens, I had a punk rock band myself and started going, rocking out to some Minor Threat, some Op Ivy. What other names can I drop? I'm there for it. I definitely appreciate the punk rock nostalgia. For sure. So anyways, those were the two kind of ones I wanted to spotlight, but I'm going to just real quick go through this list here. PSAV, Subscribe to Matthew M. Sparrow, Rogaroo Entertainment, Caspar, Satoshi, Epic Snack Time, Martin's Games, Boxing Gamer. That dude's got 98 subs when I looked right now. Let's get him to 100, guys. Click on his thing, hit subscribe. Chaos Lord Ross, Chaos Creator, Flimsy's Gaming, Vince Crow, Crash Coic, Alpha Gamma ZX, J Too Good, the Gaming Sutra, I like that name, and Lucas. Yeah. So all you guys subscribe to our stuff this week. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely going to check out some of your videos. I'll be hitting your like buttons. I'll be putting comments in there, doing everything I can to support. So thank you for your support.
Yep, thanks.
So with that, let's move to topic one. So topic one is, we wanted to do our basically community spotlight, and Dirk is the number one community spotlight segment. Dirk, from day one, has been super active in our Facebook group, talking trash and being a part of the games, comics, and culture community, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, well, the fact that it's a crossroads of basically all of the hobbies and passions that I've followed since I was 9 up into adulthood, is to be able to pool that into one area is incredible. So that's part of what makes this show special, is that it's not just comics, not just games, not just music, all of it. Throw it all together. That's the best way to go. So you got me. I mean, I'm sold on that shit.
Awesome. We appreciate it for sure. Definitely. Yeah. So basically what we want to do is pull up people who've been in our group, people who are talking in our comment sections, all that stuff, and pull you guys in to take part in the show if you want to. I understand some people don't want to be on camera and do this, but anybody who wants to, shoot us a message and we'll get you involved for sure. Absolutely.
I just want to be able to market for you guys locally, so that, like I said, if we can drop some stuff off at BSI or Crescent City, you would actually have a footprint in New Orleans.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And that way we can start spreading it a little bit. Because I'm pretty sure all the guys in the shop would want to sign up and check this out as well. So.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be totally awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess I'd like to kind of start, Dirk, and maybe just walk us through a little bit of your history. You can get as detailed or as not detailed as you want. We got 10 minutes for the segment, so let's not fill it up with 8 of your history, but just what were the comics and games and stuff that you were into growing up that stuck in your head and kept you going with this thing?
Let me see. I think it goes back to, I was probably 7 or 8, I guess. I was from Ville Platte, Louisiana, which is a very small town, Cajun country. So I didn't really have access to a whole lot of stuff in the outside world.
Right.
But my cousin had Black Sabbath. We sold our soul for rock and roll on vinyl. He's double. And he played that and Blizzard of Oz like nonstop, and I was obsessed at that point. I mean, that's sort of like the that's what flipped it. I was probably a normal kid right before that happened, and then my cousin Mike, who was also influenced by that, was reading Ghost Rider at the time, and Ghost Rider, to like a 7 or 8-year-old who had never seen that, was just like mind blowing.
Right.
Seeing a dude with a skull for a head with flames on a motorcycle with
made of flames.
Wheels made of flames. Absolutely. And then it sort of just, I got big into Mark Teixeira, his art at the time. The whole Wolverine Weapon X storyline.
Right.
All that Barry Windsor Smith stuff, that was just incredible. So it was that early Wolverine stuff, that Ghost Rider stuff, and then you started to get into like X Factor when Mike Mignola started doing, I think, some of it before he did Hellboy.
What years are we talking? Early 90s, late 80s?
Late 80s, yeah,
okay.
Late 80s.
All right.
Yeah. That team, dude, I was so into that X Factor team. That was like Havoc, Polaris, Guido. What was it? I think it was Wolfsbane, right?
Okay.
I'm trying to remember that team, but yeah, that's kind of where it started. I think Ghost Rider's the one that got me kicked off.
Sure.
Sure. Into it, and then from that point on, it just spiraled out of control. Megadeth was my favorite band growing up. Pete sells, but who's buying?
Oh yeah.
The one that laid it on the line.
Yeah.
And that's it, man.
Nice.
And then in high school D&D, when we started playing Greyhawk, Dark Sun, a little bit of Forgotten Realms, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, by then you were full on nerd. There was no coming back.
Oh yeah,
from
dude.
that.
Yeah. I mean, I was like reaching for what aspect of nerd have I not touched yet?
Totally. Yeah, it's funny, so, I mean, for those, not to go too far into it, but, you and I met in New Orleans in our, early 20s, basically. Right. And, funny that, me and Corey, two dudes who grew up in the Midwest, and you, somebody who grew up in Louisiana, and totally similar type of experiences, what I mean? Just getting into whatever was crazy at the time, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, because small town Louisiana is so different than New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess everywhere is different than New Orleans.
Sure.
But specifically small town Louisiana, Cajun land is very, 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 very different.
Yeah.
It's just
I can't even imagine, but like me and Corey, like my graduating class was 81 people in Michigan, so that kind of tells you, when you talk about small towns, we're from a small town.
Yeah.
It took me getting into having a punk band myself and getting in friends in Ann Arbor to kind of break me out of that and into the world, and then
I hear that,
beyond that.
You need that spark, because otherwise you'll just be, I hate to use the 60s counterculture term, but you just be a sheep. You know, you need to be broken out of that, snapped out of that normal life.
Totally.
One thing I will say is I would absolutely, much like Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool, I would love to do a Gambit story for Marvel, like write it and do it properly, because
nice.
A real Cajun
like
needs
Gambit.
to do. Yeah, a real Cajun needs to do a Gambit
Needs
story.
to do Gambit, right, totally.
It only makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
We have enough Cajun people out there that are comics fans that would understand it. He's not going to be wearing a trench coat in the middle of New Orleans heat,
right?
With body armor underneath, saying "mon cher," where this, dude, there's no fucking Cajun that says "mon cher" like casually,
Totally.
There's a lot of little things that I would be able to switch up and make them
legitimize it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, so quickly running out of time on the segment. You gave us a list of comics and games and stuff that you're into right now.
Yeah.
Me and Corey were both talking earlier in the day. This list of comics that you're reading right now is out of control. So, just real quick, if I look down, I see Civil War II, Hulk, Mighty Thor, Unworthy Thor, Jessica Jones, Black Widow, Captain America, Sam Wilson, Totally Awesome Hulk, Gamora, Howard the Duck, Invincible Iron Man, Infamous Iron Man, Miss Marvel, Patsy Walker, Ultimates 2, Uncanny Inhumans, Thanos. So, I mean, obviously we don't have time to go through every one of those. What's your favorite stuff that's going on right now, and why shouldn't I don't read any of those books. So like if you had to pick a couple, what are you down with right now?
Out of that list, actually, believe it or not, that Thor is really good. Jason Aaron is writing it.
Which one, Mighty or Unworthy?
The Mighty Thor.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm behind in that, but I've been reading that. I've read quite a bit of it. It's really good. It's got
a big fantasy aspect to it, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It's
Corey's always said that Thor is unique in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, I mean, it's taking that LOTR aspect and incorporating it a little bit, but not clubbing you over the head with it. I mean, like it's done pretty seamlessly and it's done uniquely in its own way.
That's cool.
The basically the story is that I don't think this is a spoiler, but Jane Foster is Thor now.
Okay.
Yeah.
She has cancer. Her human body is dying. But she turns into Thor when she hits the hammer. Now, I don't know what the reason is. Apparently, the Watcher whispered something to the old Thor in his ear before he was murdered, and Thor, as we know him, was no more. Became Unworthy Thor. So that's why he split the books. The Unworthy Thor covers Odin's son is his name now.
Sure.
And he's trying to reclaim his hammer. I don't think he knows that Jane Foster is the new Thor. But it's a great read, man. Yeah. Jason Aaron's a great writer. I think it's a good
he is.
The other one, Black Widow, is actually really good. And I'm not even that big of a Black Widow fan, to be honest. She's sort of my least favorite Avenger in a lot of ways.
Didn't it get rebooted recently, or no?
I'm not really sure.
I thought they
just with Marvel Now.
Oh, this is the Marvel Now version. Okay.
Yeah, this is Marvel Now, but it's very, very. Number one, it's incredibly violent. It's shockingly violent. I mean, she's killing people. And not just killing people, like slitting throats and stuff. It's nuts.
Did you read the last Punisher that came out with not the current Punisher, but the one a few years ago? It was just called The Punisher, but it was similar to Black Widow, where not a lot of talking, just going through
action scenes are crazy.
I mean, you can get through a Black Widow book in 5-10 minutes, but the whole time it's action packed.
The first issue of Black Widow, there's no dialogue at all.
Yeah.
At all. That. I mean, it's just all action scenes, but it's done superbly.
That's cool.
I think the next one, I'm really starting to get into the whole Thanos universe, because it's not just about him. Like, the Gamora book goes back to him. A lot of the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff is starting to go back to him. I don't know if you guys have read Thanos Rising, but I highly encourage you to read Thanos Rising.
Okay.
It's his origin story.
Right.
You find out where he came from and why he is the way he is now.
I think I did read that. Is that where he's like a kid? He's a kid in the beginning, and then he's going after. Yeah. I did read that. That was sweet.
So good, man. The artwork phenomenal. And then the Iron Man thing. I'll end it on this. The Iron Man thing. It's split between. I don't want to say what happened at the end of Civil War II, but there's two Iron Men now.
Right.
There's Riri Williams, who built her own suit of armor.
Isn't she called Dr. something else? Iron something.
She's, Ironheart.
Ironheart. Yeah. That's right. Right.
And then Dr. Doom is the other Iron Man.
Yeah, that's craziness.
Really?
I'll just leave it at that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Totally.
Attempting to do good, actually.
Totally. So real quick, we're into your game section here. I just wanted to. We already touched on Phantom Pain. You're talking about the Skyrim redo. Me and Corey both played Skyrim, years ago on the 360 or whatever. That's my number 2 favorite game of all time. You also have on your list here my number 1 favorite game of all time. Me and Corey can't talk enough about The Witcher 3. We can't. I was driving home, sitting in traffic, coming down from the mountain yesterday. Me and Oliver had this conversation about The Witcher 3, where I was just describing all the stuff that I like about it, and it's just.
My friend Tiny's playing it right now, and he's like, the more every time I talk to him again, he's like he loves it even more than the last time.
That's what it's like. That's what it's like.
Oliver's playing it.
No, he's not. But I was trying to convince him.
It's a big onion.
Yeah.
And you just peel back layers upon layers, and you're like,
oh yeah,
ow.
Yeah.
I played through the whole thing. I played through the whole main game, the first DLC twice, and then the Blood and Wine once. I put a lot of hours into that shit. I
haven't
love
played
it.
any of the expansions yet.
Everybody says they're just as good, if not better.
I don't know if Nate told you, but my PS4. Sorry. My PS4 messed up, and I had to send it back to be repaired.
That sucks, man.
And yeah, and it erased everything.
Right.
Hold on a second. I'll be right back, guys.
All right. We'll hit the pause. All right, everybody. Dirk had an emergency. He had to jet. So we pretty much got through all of his topics on his list there. The one that I wanted to touch is he's got Lord of the Rings on his list, and I'm thinking he's talking about Shadow of Mordor. And I'm a huge fan of Shadow of Mordor, so I wanted to talk some trash with him about that. But next time. Thanks for coming by.
Your page.
Yeah. Thanks for coming by, Dirk. And anybody else who wants to be a part of the show, whether it's for the whole show or for a segment, hit us up. We definitely want to get more people, make more people a part of it.
For sure.
So, topic 2 this week, we're going to jump into the video game news of the week. I got a pile of junk here. You ready? What are you doing?
Just trying to make my picture bigger, but I can't figure it out. Whatever.
All right. So first of all, Fire Emblem Nintendo Direct. We're gonna skip the Switch talk this week. Talk a little bit of Fire Emblem. Have you ever played Fire Emblem? Do you know anything about Fire Emblem?
Yeah, I played Awakening.
You did?
Yeah, I didn't beat it, but I really enjoyed it. I ended up selling it because it was worth a lot of money for some reason, and I was kind of broke at the time. But it was like a rare game. Like when I went to sell it, they were like, "Oh, nobody has this," and like it was like I had bought it for $40, and they still wanted to give me like $35 for it or something.
Wow.
So yeah, it was.
But you liked the time you spent with it.
But I did, yeah. I really liked it. I wish I hadn't sold it. I'd almost like to buy it again.
So Nintendo had another Direct. And basically it was just focused on Fire Emblem. Basically they had a whole bunch of news in there. There's going to be another 3DS Fire Emblem game coming out. I forget what it's called. There's going to be a Switch version, which isn't titled yet, but they just announced that yes, Switch Fire Emblem's coming next year. They said 2018. And then there's Fire Emblem Heroes, which is like or Fire Emblem Warriors, which is like what they've done with Zelda and Dragon Quest, where they turn one of those, everybody calls them Musos, the Dynasty Warriors kind of games with Fire Emblem characters. And then finally they talked about their mobile game, which is Nintendo's third game for cell phones, is Fire Emblem. And
including Pokemon Go? Oh, no, that Miitomo Mario.
Yep. So the cell phone game looks pretty sweet, to be honest.
It does look sweet.
Yeah, like I definitely was excited about it, and then at the end I kind of got bummed out that it's a free-to-play model, that it seems like there's some gems or something that hook your characters, give them super moves and whatnot, and those you can buy them with money. So as with anything, go ahead.
That's not a killer though. That's depends how they do it.
Correct.
If it's pay to win, then yeah, fuck it. But if it's if that's just bonus stuff that makes you level up quicker or something, but it's still a fun game without it, then cool.
Then cool. Yeah, right. So. No, I'm with you. I'm exactly with you. I for sure will download that day one and check it out. And if it's cool, then awesome. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the next thing is that the third expansion for the Division was announced. It's called Last Stand, and it's a PvP mode that's not the Dark Zone. So kind of what I thought from the start is the...
Wait, what? I was reading Dirk's text.
Division. Okay. Expansion 3. It's called Last Stand. And PvP mode that's not the Dark Zone. So basically, our crew goes in and has objective-based missions versus other crews, which Division should have had from day one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So hopefully that'll be cool.
Yeah.
I feel like it can be. And I feel like, especially after this week, our posse is pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I'm up to 256 now.
Yeah, we got a maxed out group of level 4 or of 4 of us who can. I think we could do some damage in PvP. So yeah, I'm excited for that. The next bit of news was Shovel Knight, man. Holy crap, Shovel Knight. They announced this past week all this stuff. What I'm about to tell you, everything on here. If you own Shovel Knight, this is all free. Everything is free. So as you know, they've come out with a awesome expansion called Plague of Shadows that was free to everybody where you're Plague Knight. So coming out in April is Spectre of Torment, where you're Spectre Knight. When that happens, they're changing Shovel Knight's title to be called Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, and then that will be comprised of 4 things. Shovel of Hope, which is the original game, Plague of Shadows, Spectre of Torment, and then the 4th game, which is going to be about King Knight, and they don't have a title for it yet. So all those are going to be separate campaigns. They're adding a 4-player battle mode, an online versus 4-player mode where you pick different knights and battle each other. Yep. They're adding 2-player co-op on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 for the regular game. So pick your different knights and go through. They're adding body swap mode where you can play through all the games as any of the knights. It won't change the gameplay in the way that Plague of Shadows did, but you can be all the knights. And then they're adding sound test mode. That soundtrack's awesome, right?
Yeah.
And so it's basically you can just play through the soundtrack if you want to on your PS4 or whatnot. So all that stuff, free.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, if you bought this game,
how much does the game cost? $20?
Yeah, something like that. It was $20 or whatever. So they did announce in this. They said that this spring the price is going to go up because of all the stuff on it. But everything's included for free. You know what I mean? It's not nickel and diming you with a bunch of different things. But the total package is going to be more expensive if you wait to buy it. So FYI for everybody out there, if you're an old school gamer, if you liked Mega Man when you were younger, absolute must buy. Go out and get Shovel Knight today before the price goes up.
Yeah, I got to pick it back up again. Play through it at least with Shovel Knight.
Yeah, right. You can beat that first game in like 4 hours.
If you can get past them motherfuckers.
You can do it. You just you gotta have the eye of the tiger. You gotta be dedicated. You gotta sit down and say, okay, I'm not stopping playing this until I make it through this level, and you'll get through them for sure. They're not as hard as like the old school games were. You know what I mean? They're hard, but they're not like the games of old that they draw their inspiration on.
Yeah.
So Shovel Knight, everybody, I can't say it enough. For $20 or whatever, if you like those old games, it's great, really great. And then the other thing I just want to go through is a bunch of games being released this week. So starting this past Friday, Gravity Rush 2, and then coming up on Tuesday here, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, because it's Square and they got to have some whacked out long title. Resident Evil 7, Tales of Berseria, the Turing Test. Have you heard of the Turing Test?
No.
So it's been PC only, and everybody who plays it says that they compare it to Portal. They say it's that kind of you're in a system where you're in a place where there's a computer that's trying to make you do tests. But everybody says that it's incredible. They say that something happens in the story that they don't want to spoil and stuff that's just like jaw dropping to everybody. So that's coming to PS4 and Xbox, and then Yakuza 0. With the longtime Yakuza series is, the GTA of Japan, basically. So all that stuff comes out. It's a pretty big week here for all these games that are happening.
Yeah, I think the one I'm most psyched for is probably Gravity Rush 2. I want to play that. It looks awesome, and like people say it's the best superhero movie or superhero game ever, as far as feeling like you have powers and stuff. And I mean, it seems sweet.
Yep.
And I never played the first one, but there's so many games. I mean, you got that Final Fantasy, Last Guardian, Resident Evil.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. So
pick one of them.
In all the reviews I started seeing Resident Evil, it's got a 86 on Metacritic right now, which that's high for Metacritic for sure.
Metacritic.
And everybody's saying that apparently the PSVR mode works and is not making people sick like you would assume it would.
With Resident Evil?
Yeah. Yep. So we'll see if that can kind of turn the tides there.
Right. All right. So yeah, this week's comic book news, some cool stuff happening. I think probably the biggest thing that has happened since last episode was the Logan trailer, huh?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Looks fucking sick.
Yeah. Looks incredible, for sure. So, as usual, I think we should just go ahead and just spoil trailers. I don't think we have to be, whatever, weird about trailers at this point.
Right.
So check out if you care about that, if you're avoiding whatever. But, continues to look awesome.
Yeah. Yep, totally. X-23 looks amazing. It's still looking like The Last of Us, but that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But just looks awesome. It obviously looks like must be following like the Old Man Logan storyline. He's in the future with the girl, and then we have to assume he's probably going to bring her back, and she'll be Wolverine,
right? With the current X-Men movie universe. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Super. Definitely seems they are stepping up the brutality a notch.
Yeah. Well, that was the other thing that was announced today is it's confirmed officially that it is going to be rated R.
Oh, really?
For strong, brutal violence.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
It's totally awesome.
Yeah.
That was actually my news to start this, and then I realized we hadn't talked about the trailer even.
Right.
So, gonna be R, brutally violent, which Wolverine should be.
Yes,
he's a guy with metal claws. That's his superpower.
Right.
Is tearing people up with metal claws.
Right.
So that's so awesome. So super hyped for Logan. What's that? March 3rd?
March something. That sounds right to me.
I think March 3rd.
Yep. I was talking with Casey over at Movie Night. Check him out on YouTube, everybody. He was part of our Rogue One stuff. And I'm going to try and catch it with him. And then I'll go on his show. He'll come on our show to talk about it afterwards. So, yeah, we're going to try and do it Thursday night.
You guys just film it together and we'll do it all as one show.
Yeah, maybe that as well. Yeah, we'll see. He's kind of got his own, his stuff's professional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to just throw our stuff onto his. So it's the quality of video is a little bit different when you're doing things over Skype.
Yeah.
Definitely. Totally.
But I've been checking out his shit, man. He's got it going on.
Yeah.
Looks totally professional and cool.
Yeah, totally.
But, so Logan.
So the one other thing about Logan, if we're spoiling that trailer, is the fact that he pulls out an X-Men comic.
Oh yeah, that's right. I knew I was forgetting something. Yeah, right? An X-Men comic, not just a comic.
Right.
But that's. I don't think it's ever been done before in a superhero movie.
Right, to acknowledge that they're from comic books. But and it seems like from what you can see in that trailer that, he's saying, oh yeah, this is make-believe, or like it seems like it's like a fanzine or whatever. All right, so Corey had to step out for a second. He's back. Yeah, but Logan looks awesome. Can't be more excited.
Can't wait. Super excited. The big news from today, The Last Jedi.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. Cool.
What do you think?
Who's The Last Jedi? Is it Luke? Rey? Why is the fountain red?
Right. Exactly. Yeah, either it's just implying that Luke is the last Jedi. I guess that's my number one guess. And then or it's like spoilery subtitled that Luke's going down and Rey will be the last Jedi.
Right.
You know.
With that red font.
Yeah. I'd like, I mean, to be honest, if I'm just complete speculation here, let's take out Luke and Leia and have Episode 9 just be the young crew.
Yeah. Yep. Whatever.
You know?
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, it's official.
Can't wait.
The hype, the hype can start. We got 8 months.
Yep. For sure.
So
can't
stoked
wait
for that.
Yep.
Yeah, so stoked.
That's number one for the year as far as movies go. Yep. Next, apparently DC recently announced that their Rebirth titles coming in April are going to be back up to $3.99.
Okay. Interesting.
But today it was announced that the digital copies are still going to be $2.99.
Okay. Well, that's cool. So, we had talked in the past that I subscribe paper copies to stuff, and it's always cheaper than I can get it digital if I wasn't going to steal anything and buy it all legitimately.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to get paper copies. And the Marvel stuff's cool because they give you both. If you buy the paper copy, you get the code added to your Comixology or your Marvel online collection. In DC, when I went to get the Batman subscription, and now those are only paper. Those don't come with the digital one. So I wonder if the $3.99 will include a digital copy.
I wonder. That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be totally worth it. Yeah, because it's kind of on one hand, they're upping the price of their printed comics, but on the other hand, like, it does make sense that digital should be a little bit cheaper than the printed comics. But
if they don't put a code in the print comics, then I would only go digital for their new stuff.
Same. Yeah, I mean, at this point, physical copies of anything are basically just collectibles.
Right. Right. When's that happen?
Yeah, April.
Okay.
Yeah. Next, I hadn't even heard about this. I was trying to look up shit for the show. And,
real quick, the latest Batman stuff?
Yeah.
Him and Catwoman? It gets a little saucy.
Does it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gotta start reading it.
Yeah. Okay. All right, go on. Sorry. Just had to throw that in there.
Yeah. No, that's next. That or trying to catch up on Star Wars. I'm almost there. And then I only have a couple issues of Walking Dead. I think X-Men, I got probably 4 or 5 issues. But Batman, I'm going to have to start back from the beginning. But that's next on the list. The plan is to get caught up with all the stuff for the comic book club. And
someday we'll do it.
Well, I'm working on it. I'm reading Star Wars on my smoke breaks.
Appreciate it.
When I wake up, I'm trying to get caught up on Star Wars and then move on to the next, and then we'll get there.
Cool.
So I'm trying. But yeah. So, and then I want to read Sandman. Like, I want to throw that in there, but I want to get caught up on the shit we're reading first.
Totally.
So,
totally.
But so yeah, like I said, I hadn't even heard of this. Apparently NBC is developing a new Witchblade live action series. Did you hear about that?
No.
So Witchblade Top Cow, I don't even think they're around anymore. I think they ended a couple of years ago. It had a series before on TNT. I think ran a couple of years in the 2000s or whatever, but coming out with a new one apparently on NBC.
Oh,
Sucks
cool.
It's on NBC, but But I like Witchblade. I like The Darkness. I like those books. They're cool.
Right, totally.
So,
you used to collect those, right?
Those were, I mean, that's kind of embarrassing, but that's kind of what got me started in comics was the Top Cow shit.
Sure.
Mainly because of the hot chicks on the covers.
Right. I got you.
But Witchblade's cool character and stuff. So it could be cool. We'll see. There's no announcements other than they're making it.
Gotcha.
No release dates or anything, but more comic book shows, the better.
Right.
Yeah. And then I don't know. This last one's kind of spoilery. If you're not current on comic books, but like all comic book news is.
For what comics?
Like, Venom.
Okay. All right.
But it's like Marvel announced this today. Like, it's news. But
sure, some people avoid the news to go through stuff. So I think that's enough said. This is the last topic, right? And then we're going to go spoilers on AJIN anyway. So yeah, if you care about spoilers for Venom, check out.
Yeah, check out. Eddie Brock is coming back as Venom.
Oh, okay. Where'd he go?
The original Venom. He's been in the Carnage book as like an agent working for the government, and he's been using the toxin symbiote up until now, and Venom's been apparently under control of some crime lord or some new host. And Venom number 6, Brock is coming back to be. So
I'm fired up about Brock.
Yeah, that's cool. Flash.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where he's meant to be.
Totally.
But yeah.
All right. Cool. Is that it?
That's it.
All right. So, we're about to go full spoilers. Netflix anime called AJIN. Okay.
I believe.
Yeah. So Dirk was the one who talked us into it. So we were hoping he'd be here for this, but the show must roll on, and the basically, I feel like anime in general is a missing spot in the GCC weekly breakdown or whatnot. So
right, I can talk. I watch a decent amount of anime. There's usually at least one anime that I'm watching.
Yeah, well,
at the time.
But yeah, so we're gonna go. Dirk suggested this one. It's on Netflix right now. There's 2 seasons on Netflix. They're half-an-hour episodes, so they go pretty fast. But yeah, we're gonna start watching them, talking trash about them on here. So we're gonna go full spoilers on episode 1, anyways, and just what it looks like after that.
Second season.
Yep. So feel free to check out if you want to. Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks everybody
for checking out, and we'll see you next time. Going spoilers in 3, 2. So,
why don't you lead it off? Because I'm 5 episodes in.
Episode 1, season 1.
Yes.
Okay, you just said season 2, so I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
No, I thought it was 2 seasons in. We're spoiling the first episode of the first season.
Of the whole thing. Okay. Yeah. So basically, again, I have zero. I wouldn't say zero. My anime experience is Ghost in the Shell and Akira. Yeah. So you got more than that. You've been watching some other series lately. Like, real quick, just run down what you got.
So the last one I watched before AJIN was Kaijo. Great series.
Pervy, yes.
Well, I mean it's all about girls using their boobs and butts to battle each other.
That's what I remember what you were talking about. Okay, all right.
It is pervy, but it's more than just pervy. It's funny. It's a good show. If you're a dude and you like anime, you'll like it. Like it's not like just I've seen some pervy animes that are just pervy to be pervy.
Sure.
This is actually a good. It's got funny actions. Like they all have like every time they do a move, it does like a breakdown, and it's like like supersonic butt move, and then it like freezes the frame, and then they like blast him with it. Like it's funny. Like it's good.
Totally.
It also has hot anime chicks. And then what else? What's up? Seven Deadly Sins. I think that's a Netflix original too.
Okay.
That was just confirmed for a second season. Kill La Kill was awesome.
Is Seven Deadly Sins good?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Really good. Kill La Kill was really good. Everybody likes that. I think they're making that into a video game or something.
Kill La Kill?
Kill La Kill. You should watch that. That one's awesome.
Okay.
Lagrange Flower Declaration of Your Heart.
Okay.
That gets universally bad scores, but I liked it.
Yeah.
What else? I don't know.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, a good amount. Yeah, right. You've been getting into it. You're not a crazy fan, but you're definitely checking them out.
Yeah, but I do like the female protagonist in general when it comes to anime.
Sure.
But AJIN is not that, and I'm still super into it.
Right.
It's,
right. So basically, we're gonna watch through this catch up and see what's going on. But I'm one episode in. The first episode, I gotta say, to some degree, it's a little I don't know, simple and heavy handed. Where like they put the whole story right in there in episode 1. Not only did you meet the kid who I assume is the main character of the whole thing, but then you found out about these AJIN who are demigods is basically all they say. I don't know. Apparently they have some special powers, but it wasn't laid out specifically what they are, if they all have the same special powers or if individual ones have different special powers or any of that. I don't know. That's kind of coming. But and then the crux of the whole thing is that they're immortals, and so their first, I don't know if it's their first life or whatever, but the rest of the human population doesn't know about it until they die and come back.
So the only way you can tell if someone is an AJIN is if they're
die.
killed and they don't die. Yeah.
Right. So even like
he
the
gets
kid
smashed by the bus.
Yeah. So and he didn't know he was an AJIN before that. He had some weird.
I think he did.
You think?
I feel like he did.
Just from he had that kind of flashback with they were burying the family dog and he saw this weird thing or whatever.
Yep, and he would. Yeah, they saw that weird thing with the dog, and then he also said, at some point in the episode, I think it was when he was walking with his friends, he said, "I'm just trying to be an upstanding human being," or something.
Yeah, he said that like 10 different times. And it seemed like his mom was trying to drive that into him too. So maybe she somehow knows and was trying to hide it or whatever.
Yeah, I think he knew.
Huh, okay.
All
right. So yeah, and then it's basically...
maybe he just had strong suspicions. I feel like he knew though.
Sure.
Maybe not. Where's Dirk?
Where's Dirk? But yeah, so basically that's the kickoff of the story. Once he comes back, there's a crowd of people who are watching what they thought was the kid getting run over by a truck, and then he gets up, and then all of a sudden they all know that he's one of them. He takes off running, and then it switches to basically government agents kind of hunting him down and whatnot, along with the local police and all that. He's got his buddy who's giving him a hand, and that's kind of the episode. It's just him and his buddy taking off. Getting out of there. So interesting premise. Like I say, did just seem to be a little kind of,
what did you think?
What's that?
What do you think of the animation? It's CGI, which took me. I'm still not even totally used to it. It's not normal anime. It's not drawn. It's made by computers.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I liked it. I mean, it was all right. Whatever. It didn't strike me strongly one way or the other, if I'm honest about it.
I prefer
hand-drawn stuff.
Hand-drawn stuff, yeah, but I'm cool with it. And at this point, I'm 5 episodes in, and I'm liking it.
Sure.
So it's cool that once they get into more special effects and stuff, it's cooler. They can do cooler stuff with computer. Sure. But it does take away a little bit. I don't know. It seems a little more clunky or something. I don't know.
It definitely seems like the frame rate is not spectacular.
Right.
When there's a lot of movement going on, it's clicky for sure.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely. Definitely, but yeah, that could be the case in a hand-drawn one too if they just didn't draw as many cells. Well, yeah. So yeah, whatever. But yeah, so anyways, I can't judge it on one episode, but that's the premise, and we're going to be talking about it coming up here in the future. So if you watch our stuff, check it out with us. Watch some episodes. Yep. We'll be talking trash.
Definitely. It's good. Yeah, 5 episodes in, I'm hooked. I'll watch all the first season and second season. I'm in for the long haul.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks everybody.
Yeah. Thanks everybody. Thanks Dirk.
Yep. Thanks Dirk. Yeah. Again, if anybody else wants to be part of the show, hit us up for sure. We'll throw you in there. But yeah, that's our show for the week. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next week.
Yep. Later.